My name is Daniel Songgahit Pagya from BEd to Section 4. This is my speech, Why We Need to Check Education Profession. Education profession is a types of education are commonly divided into formal, non-formal, and informal education. Formal education takes place in education and training institutions is usually structured by curricular aims and objectives, and learning is typically guided by a teacher. In most regions, formal education is compulsory up to a certain age and commonly divided into educational stages, such as kindergarten, primary school, and secondary school. Non-formal education occurs as addition or alternative to formal education. It may be structured according to educational arrangements, but in a more flexible manner and usually takes place in community-based, workplace-based, or civil society-based settings. Lastly, informal education occurs in daily life, in the family, any experience that has a formative effect on the way one thinks, feels, or acts may be considered educational, whether unintentional or intentional. In practice, there is a continuum from the highly formalized to the highly informalized, and informal learning can occur in all three settings. For instance, homeschooling can be classified as non-formal or informal depending upon the structure. Regardless of setting, educational methods include teaching, training, storytelling, discussion, and directed research. The methodology of teaching is called pedagogy. Education is supported by a variety of different philosophies, theories, and empirical research agendas. There are movements or education reforms such as for improving quality and efficiency of education towards relevance in students' life and efficient problem solving in modern or future society at large, or for evidence-based education methodologies. A right to education has been recognized by some governments and the United Nations. For example, 24 January is the International Day of Education. At UN several observance years and decades have been dedicated to education, such as 1970. International Education Year. Education is also one of the 17 global goals, where global initiatives aim at achieving sustainable development goal for which promotes quality educational for all. What can you do with an educational degree? As expected, many students of education degrees wish to enter a career teaching children or adults. However, not everyone chooses to become a teacher. As you complete your degree, you may find that other aspects of education interest you more, or perhaps you may want to work in civil service or business. Education is the study of the process of receiving and giving systematic instruction. As a degree, it mixes a theoretical grounding in the history, anthropology, sociology, and economics of education, psychology, and human development. and applied courses on teaching methods. Different degrees may specialize in areas such as early childhood education, health and physical education, primary teaching, secondary teaching, or secondary teaching vocational education. They can also allow you to specialize in teaching a specific subject matter. An education degree will give you a set of key transferable skills such as an ability to work and communicate with children, effective oral and written communication, information and communication technology savviness. Research and analytical skills, problem-solving skills, teamwork abilities, self-management, organization, and time management skills. In addition, the course will help you design curricula, plan lessons, target the learning capability of students, and create healthy and dynamic learning environments. Teacher freedom of expression. A leading case in First Amendment jurisprudence regarding protected forms of expression is Pickering v. Board of Education. This case involved a teacher whose job was terminated when he wrote to a local newspaper an editorial critical of the teacher's employer. The Supreme Court held that the school was unconstitutionally restricted that the First Amendment rights of the teacher to speak on issues of public importance. Based on Pickering and similar cases, teachers generally enjoy rights to freedom of expression, though there are some restrictions. Teacher may not materially disrupt the educational interests of the school district, nor may teachers undermine authority or adversely affect working relationships and the school. Teacher freedom of association. Similar to rights to freedom of expressions, public school teachers enjoy rights to freedom of association based on the First Amendment's provision that grants citizens the right to peaceful assembly. These rights generally permit public school teachers to join professional labor or similar organizations, run for public office, and similar forms of association. However, teachers may be required to ensure that participation in these activities is completely independent from their responsibilities to the school. The opportunity to profoundly impact the lives of children. Research indicates that teacher quality is the most important factor in students' academic success, and there is tremendous satisfaction in watching a child discover new learning. As the poet William Butler Yeats said, education is not the filling of a pail but the lighting of a fire. The portability of the teaching credential, if at some point you choose to leave California to teaching credential, will allow you to teach in other states, even in some cases overseas. And that's all. Thank you.